Hi everybody, welcome to the Eco-Friendly Banter. In this video, we will be talking about spirit guides, how they operate, what are the different roles that they're playing. Then we will also talk about how to recognize them, how they talk, why they enter your life, how we can actually connect with them, how to recognize that it's not a negative energy who is masquerading as a spirit guide that is connecting to you, all of that. And I believe if you apply these things to your life, maybe you can work on your intuition and increase your intuition as well, and take divine help. Divine help is always available to all of us. Okay, now in this particular video we will not be talking too much about planes or realms and these things. Okay, in this I want to keep it totally focused on spirit guides, so I will explain about planes and all this just a bit. Right now we are on this earth plane. Our energy, which comes from this oneness, right, it has manifested in many different planes. The more you ascend, the more you are able to access these planes. This is what I believe and what I've experienced through my meditations. So my experience and your experience might differ, and this is not a point of contention. This is what I believe. And the more you ascend, the more you are able to experience these planes, understand these planes, understand their dynamics, and then get help, even from your higher self. This is all your higher self, right? You are, let's say, here, Priyanka is here, and all these planes, they contain her higher self. That is what I believe. And this is oneness, where there's no me, you, and all that. Nothing at all. There is nothing. There's shunya. This is before all stories, before earth, before universe. This is oneness. The more you meditate, if we are lucky, we can access this oneness as well. I hope you're getting my point. So technically, all your guides, all the gods, every single thing is a manifestation of this oneness. All different religions have different names for this, and we are not getting into that at this particular moment. Now, when you are born, your journey starts right then and there. Okay, some people have a very happy life and others don't. Does this mean that only people who are sad and only people who can actually connect with the spirit guides on a very personal level have spirit guides? No. Even those who do not have a direct connection with the spirit guide, let's say they cannot talk to them, they cannot see them, they cannot listen to them, and all of that. It's just that they don't have those psychic powers, maybe. But the spirit guides are always available for all of us. Okay, all of us have a unique mission on this earth plane. Let's say your name is Money. Okay, so Money had 10 lessons to learn by the time he reached here. Now, when Money was born, he has, let's say, 3 to 4 guides already who will support him while he learns these lessons. Now, if he has learned these lessons by the time he turns 10 or 20, whatever that age was, some of these guides will go, and then new ones will add up. This keeps on happening as you keep on ascending. You remain the same, your soul remains the same, but as it keeps on ascending, learning the lessons that it is meant to, getting into different purposes that it has to do. Let's say if someone is born to be a perfect lawyer, then maybe the guides who will support that person to become the best lawyer in the world will join them. Similarly, I truly believe that since there is no duality at all, it is only an inner perception. I really believe that even those who commit crimes, who are in wrong habits and all of that, since it is their karma to do all those things, there have to be some guides, some spirits from lower realms who support them in doing those things, so that they can perform that karma and learn the lesson that they eventually have to, whether in this life or in another. I hope you're getting what I mean. Okay, so if you don't get those lessons, if you don't learn those lessons, if you keep on ignoring the lessons, if you are still hell-bent on those ways, then many of those guides, they'll quiet themselves down. The thing is that you have to learn those lessons at least sometime in this life or in another. But when your soul is ready, those guides will be supporting you to learn them. Those guides will help you to learn them. And for criminals, as I said, Maybe those are the spirits who want those kind of crimes to happen in the world, and these are the spirits that support those people. Maybe that is their purpose as well. But the point is that even they are not ascended. So eventually, over the course of aeons, sometimes thousands of years, millions of years, all of them will also ascend. So all of these are also in the Bhava Chakra, by the way. They have not escaped the cycle of birth and death. Some of them are bodhisattvas as well. We have our guides who are bodhisattvas, which means that they achieved enlightenment but decided to stay back at the gates, at the gates of liberation, let's say. It's a beautiful thing. Beautiful, very compassionate thing. Okay, so this is what I wanted to say when I wrote changed guides. They will keep on changing as you keep on learning the lessons. Let's say if you want to get married, maybe you'll get a nice guide who wants everything to happen smoothly in your wedding. They will join you for a while, make sure that their purpose, their intention is done, and then they'll go away. Sometimes we call them, please assist us in this work that we are doing. When we do puja or prayers to, let's say, Tara or Ganeshji especially, before starting anything, this is what we are doing. Please come, assist us, guide us, protect this new beginning. Okay, make my love not just love but eternal love. Make my success not just success but sweet success. You know, make my rest not just rest but maybe deep rest, healing rest. Things like that. I hope you're understanding what I'm trying to say. And I really want to appreciate all of you who have joined me on this channel. Sometimes I get these mails and messages and all of that. It makes me very happy, even though people are very less on this channel. All of you, as yet, of course, all of you are very, very wise and very aligned. And it actually makes me very happy, very, very happy. Which is also why maybe I want to share these things so that you can connect to your guides and ascend. Okay. And also, by the way, there are certain guides who can okay, let's move on to this, and then I'll explain you what I was going to say. What are different roles that these guides play? This is the main guide that you have. This is the guide that you have since the beginning. Maybe you had them in your previous life as well. Maybe they were your guru, and they are here for you at all times. 24/7 they will be there. They just will be there. They are the ones who doesn't leave. Okay. Then we've got ancestors. These can be in the light or in the dark. They want you to ascend. They don't want you to commit the mistakes that they did. So they will help you in ascending and not committing those mistakes. And many of them, they want healing for themselves. So they will also assist you in your purpose so that you can heal yourself, and what you heal in yourself, you heal in your bloodline. And once that happens, sometimes many of them, they get freed, or their realm changes. They become a spirit guide, which also means that there might be very, very dense kind of baggage that you might have to remove or release in your bloodline. And I often say that we say that, oh my God, I got this baggage from my ancestral line and bloodline and all of that. They give you their strengths also. You have to maximize those strengths and release the weaknesses. But that is what this journey of life is about. And it is not going to be easy. If it's all easy peasy, then maybe you have the karma, or maybe you are just not serious about it yet. I don't know. And when I say you, it doesn't really mean you, but everybody. Then there are others who are here just to teach you, maybe let's say 1 or 2 lessons, not more. They keep on coming, keep on teaching you a lesson, and then they go away. They want to teach you a lesson. That is just their purpose. It's just that they are not visible, but they are in their plane just like us, just like me and you and everybody. Then there is this passed on loved one. They can be ancestors, yes, but these can also be the people who are in the bardo. Sometimes they keep on contacting somebody else in their family until and unless they actually cross over that bardo, until they go to the other side, let's put it that way, of the bardo, to a new lifetime, to a new realm. Then we've got healers like Archangel Raphael. We've also got many other healers, by the way. We've got archangels as well. So all of them have different purposes. But they can also come in different forms to help you learn these lessons. So they come only to heal you, only to heal. They can also come in form of human beings, by the way. But since we are talking about spirit guides, it means that they are working with that particular human being who ends up healing you. Same goes for the teachers. Okay, sometimes they are their spirit guides who also want you to heal, so you will meet that particular person, that particular healer, that particular teacher who will give you the necessary wisdom, who will heal you. Then we've got guardian spirits. As I said, this is the primary guide that we all have. This is also the guide who will make their presence known, by the way, at least once in your lifetime. You will know that this is the guardian who protects you with all their might, with all their love. Okay, and this is the guardian who will also make alliances with other guides. For example, let's say if someone has to break a curse of being dependent on others financially. Okay, now this guardian, they have witnessed your suffering. They know how much you've suffered, how much you've cried, and all of that. And they also know that you've worked, you've ascended, you've learned the lessons that you had to learn, and you deserve the best, right? As I said, they will make sure that they attract the best ally for this. For example, let's say you need the energy of money in your life. This guardian, even if it's not Devi Lakshmi, Ma Lakshmi, they will make sure that Ma Lakshmi comes and blesses you in this period when it is time for you to break some particular curse, and then also stabilizes herself in your life for a while. Okay, even if you are not connected to her, even if you're not praying to her, keep on praying, let's say, gratitude to this particular guide. It's like they will pass it on to her. Okay, so they become your mouthpiece, they become your representative as you become theirs in the world. I'll talk about this later. Then we've got animals, very, very important. Animal totems, spirit animals, and all of that, very important. Then we've got plants, we've got stones, who are believed to be, let's say, manifested forms of gods, and not just in Hinduism, but in other cultures as well. All these elements of nature. Then we have some of them which are just messengers. Just messengers. They come, they deliver a message, and then go away. Like, I don't think that they are very attached to us. It's just that this is a job and then they just do it. This is the guide, this is the primary guide that you have to find out and build a very, very strong connection with them, so that everything else kind of sorts it out itself. Then we have gatekeeper guides who protect you from harm, who protect you from getting into situations, people, places, things, relationships, careers, which can harm you, which can give you pain. Or let's say if you deserve a lot of wealth, but right now you are not in the right mindset to ground that wealth, to invest that wealth in a good use, then these are the ones who will protect you by keeping you away from that wealth, because they want the best for you, even if it means waiting for what you deserve, because all they want is your ascension. Then we have archetypal guides. This is based on the archetypes that you've grown up listening or watching. For example, in India, major archetypes will be Lord Hanuman, let's say, or Ma Kali, even Buddha, the ones that are very, very famous, their stories. And since we grow up listening to their stories, there are parts of us which relate to those stories and start behaving like them. So their energy also connects to us. Let's say if there is a woman who connects a lot to stories of Ma Kali, then there will be a part of her which will be very aligned to energy of Ma Kali. She'll start behaving like Ma Kali, maybe because that is the energy that she needs in her life. Not just the wrathful form, but maybe the compassionate form as well. Okay, and this is what I've actually written here. These can be wrathful only when it's needed. Sometimes they are angry at you as well when you do things which should not be done over and over again, when you're not ready to ascend, when you're stuck in those bad habits. Now, if they are very concerned about it, then instead of quieting themselves down or going away and letting you F around to find out, they will make sure that you get that tower moment. The tower moment comes, even if it's painful, you will be made to ascend. Their purpose is your ascension, your realization. Then comes the twin flame. Now everybody is not a twin flame, and make sure that you're not in a trauma bond and calling them a twin flame of yours. Okay. Anyway, sometimes our twin flame's soul or higher self is also a guide. Sometimes higher self of the people that we love is also our guide, even if they are in the earth plane. Our parents, our loved ones, spouses, children, their higher selves will guide us, protect us. Same goes for twin flame, whether or not your twin flame has manifested on earth plane. Many times the twin flames do not incarnate in the same plane or in the same time. So the other twin flame, the other half, they'll keep on guiding this one, so that they can reach a point where they can incarnate in a particular time, and maybe in particular circumstances where they can meet. Very, very rare after thousands of lifetimes. So this topic is very, very serious, and I don't want to talk about it casually. Now we come to the question that why are some people able to connect to them and why are some not? One, yes, it is dependent on the purpose that you have to play in your life. Sometimes it becomes very non-negotiable for you to be connected to those guys. Let's say if you're in some sort of healing work or any spiritual work, it is important for you to be connected to them, because that is how you increase your intuition, and that is how you transmute the energy that you're meant to. Okay. But as I said before, this also doesn't mean that you don't have the guides. For example, let's say Shishupal. I hope everybody knows about it. He was a cousin of Lord Krishna. It was known right when he was born that Lord Krishna will be the one to unalive him. But since his mother was an aunt of Lord Krishna, she asked him to grant her son life. Okay. But Lord Krishna said that he cannot change what is written. What he will do is that he will forgive 99 of his sins. 99 or 100. Yeah, I believe 99. And the moment he commits the 100th sin, he'll unalive him. And that is what happened. Now, when we come to gods, when we come to masters who are oneness, can they have hate? Can they have ignorance? Can they have aversion, jealousy? No. Even in this, there was compassion. There must have been past lives. There must have been some sort of baggage or some lessons. Not that you can look that story up. We are talking about gods here. Okay, don't apply that to human lives. No, none of us is allowed to be harmful to any other human being. And I think that I'm talking to wise people here, wise, discerning adults here. So, do you think that Shishupal was not in the ambit of Lord Krishna's love? Absolutely not. He was. But this is how it was supposed to be. It's just that he was not able to see the divinity. And there was arrogance and there were bad experiences, and whatever he was saying, he was doing, all of that. That was karma that came. So, most of the people who are very, very stuck in this earth plane, in ego, arrogance, malice, pride, jealousy, all sorts of toxicity, obsessions, what else? There are so many things like that. They will not be able to feel the presence of divine energies, because the reason is their focus is not that. Their focus is not on ascension, whether or not they believe. Like some of the most egoistic people might believe that they are ascending and they are connected to this and that God. It's okay, even if they are having, let's say, these experiences in their lives. But this is what the story represents. 99 of those crimes were forgiven, but when the 100th happened, he had to give away his head. You get my point? So, one or the other day, that ego will shatter, that arrogance will shatter. And maybe after that, they will become open to receiving the kind of guidance that they give, the kind of lessons that they want to show, the kind of things that they want to teach, the kind of experiences that they want to give. But it is not easy, and it's not for everybody. Some of us, we go through paths like this and this and that, and then like this very spiral path, very long, very curving. Some go just like this, straight on. Mostly it renunciates, generally, or someone who has seen great suffering in their life. which is, I think, besides the point, because as long as one is awakening to the true nature, it doesn't really matter. And learning small lessons, being steadfast on your path is better than big triggers, I believe, because these are very, very hard to let go of and move on from, if you get what I mean. And we have to send compassion to everybody in the wheel, basically. So these people will never be open to spirit guides and the guidance, because even those experiences that they are having, maybe they are because of the karmic merit, they will also increase their ego. That is the lesson. The further it goes, you know, the more painful it becomes to come down. That is what. And also maybe the karma is not ripe, as I said. Then we have others who have very strong connection with the guides ever since they were a child, which means that a lot of their karma, maybe let's say a karma which is sticky or which is painful, it has been paid for in past lives, and they did make a connection to those guides in past lives. So the guides will already be there, and they'll keep on making their presence known even to a child, let's say, of 5 years. And the karma has also ripened to receive that guidance. And then these are the people who become healers, who make lives of other people better. Even these people who are starting so many NGOs who are doing good work, okay, not the NGOs who keep on collecting money or send money to terrorist organizations and all of that. We have that shit also everywhere in the world. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about real NGOs who are working for brilliant, brilliant causes. God bless you. You are healers. You know, if someone has to use this label of a healer, then these are the people who have to do it. These are the people who deserve it. Everybody else is just we are just playing a role. You know, we are sitting in our rooms, let's say, and doing something, and somebody is getting healed. It's not us who are healing them. You know, it is their guides only. We are just a medium. So what is there to be arrogant about? And I know I'm deviating a bit from the message, but I think it is important for us to understand all this. Okay, so if there is any healer, these are the people, the doctors, the good doctors. These are the healers. These are actually healers, good medical practitioners who have this immense love and empathy in their heart. God bless you. God bless you. It is because of you that this world can feel better, can breathe. The good ones. Now coming back to this, okay, how do they talk? Psychic abilities, listening, feeling, seeing visions, smelling something. You know, so mostly it is very sweet smell. Okay, um, many of them have very particular smell. Orbs, very, very important. I've written it in capital letters, as you can see. Orbs are rare, but if you see them, then you're very, very lucky. That is a presence of your spirit guides. Okay, then synchronicities, everybody knows. You think about something, thing happens, you keep on thinking about something, good things, of course, and then you know, it's as if universe is constantly talking to you and giving you reassurances about whatever you're thinking. Then we've got words and sentences in books, as if they're confirmations. Songs, you know, some lyrics, when you keep on sitting and suddenly have goosebumps. That lights, they start flickering. All this can happen when a negative energy is also around you, by the way. Okay, even the hugs, even the kisses that one might feel, even the visions that one might have, because that energy is masquerading as a positive energy. What you have to pay very strong attention to is how you're feeling at that particular moment. If you feel chills along with goosebumps and you feel a bit afraid, then it is a negative energy. But if you feel very calm, and if you suddenly feel very zoned out, then they're your spirit guides. These are positive spirits who are there to always be your ally, always help you progress and ascend, achieve your purpose, achieve your dreams, who are here to witness your suffering. They cry with you, they love you, love you so much. And I love my guides so much, and I love even your guides for sending you here. If this video is of any help to you, I did not talk about her. Let me do it in a while. Then we have how to recognize if these are positive or negative. I already shared that. By the way, your dreams will also be a very good litmus test. If you have nightmares, if you have negative dreams, then this means these are negative spirits. They are not the positive spirits who are around you. Okay? Sometimes a lot of it can be a negative subconscious clutter also. Always be very psychologically aware about what you're experiencing. And this is not a medical advice. For that, you have to go to a psychologist. But always be very connected to your gut to make sure what is happening with you, in you, around you. And another litmus test is that your psychic abilities, your senses, sensitivity of your senses will increase. You will be able to see more visions. You will be maybe able to see things which are happening, let's say, in America while you're sitting in India. Get my point? Clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience. There are many psychic abilities. You can search them on internet. There's this entire list on Wikipedia. Maybe you can check them out. Then your abilities, as I said, will increase. Your sensitivity. You will be able to hear a lot more, see a lot more, observe a lot more. Everything will become a bit sharper. So the need to sit in a room just quietly doing nothing, with all lights closed, with everything almost shut down, even the curtains, in complete dark, where your senses are not taking anything, will increase, especially while you're ascending. This is a brilliant sign that you're ascending and you're healing, and your guides are with you, provided that you are aware of whatever you're feeling. If you're in depression and if there's victim consciousness, or let's say too much grief, too much sadness, not that. For that, you have to get out of your house. You have to get sun, things like that. Here, we are talking about awareness. Those are the things that you have to feel fully and then release. And I send you love. If there is no peace, if you're not feeling a sense of peace, calm, surrender, then you have to be very mindful of the energies that you are connecting to. If you don't feel faith, patience, surrender, all of those things arising within yourself naturally, you will keep on improving. You'll get into good habits, better routines. You'll start feeding yourself better things, so your habits will start withering away. And if that is not happening, that it means that even if you have those better guides with you, there are other energies also that you have to get rid of. And the moment you start getting rid of these patterns within yourself, whether these are shadow patterns that you have, or some negative habits, some negative things that you have around yourself, clutter in your room, in your house, in your life, in your career, wherever, the more you remove all of that, the better it will be. The more space you'll make for good energies to come in, good people to come in, good connections to come in. Also, when these guides enter your life, they make sure that they align you with your purpose. If that is also not happening, then you need to increase your connection with your guides. Have patience, trust them, keep on walking the path with utmost faith. And you will reach a point where you realize that everything that happened on the path, it was also a purpose in itself. You were creating those ripple effects, positive or negative, whatever you were doing. That was the karma that was meant to happen. And now you finally reached a point where you can do something for the world, something good for the world, something great for the world, but also not take credit for it. Because here you start releasing the doership. You know that all of that is happening and you are but a medium. Now, before I tell how to connect to your guides, I want to talk about her. There's this deck that I have. Trust me, when this deck came to my house, I cried. And my father was looking at me thinking, what is happening to her? Because it was beyond him to make sense of something like that. He couldn't he couldn't wrap his head around a person crying over a deck of cards. But that's me. Anyways, this is a very, very precious deck. I love it so much. So she is Swaha. There was another card that I wanted to pull, and this is the card that decided to come. Now I feel that there would have been no better card than this to actually give my message. So she's Swaha. She's believed to be wife of Lord Agni. Agni Dev is the fire that we have in Yagna, the fire that we light at our homes. Okay, the fires that we give oblations to, like offer oblations to. And after the mantra ends, we say Swaha. If we don't say that, the yagna is rendered useless. Okay, or its potency sort of decreases. Why? Because Agni is believed to be Shiva, which is the masculine energy, and Ma, she's Swaha, she's believed to be which also becomes Soha in Buddhism, by the way. So she is Shakti, she's Bhavani, she's Ma, her manifestation. So she gives Agni Dev, her husband, the power of assimilation of the oblations. If I'm putting all those things in the fire, she is the power of assimilation. Agni Dev will assimilate those prayers, those wishes, those offerings, and then take them to the gods. Since he is also called the mouth of gods, those gods, they receive those offerings, assimilated offerings, and dispense the karma, let's say, or they do their own job, whatever is their job: creation, sustaining, and destroying jobs. As always, if you are a viewer from my Hindi channel, you'll know that I don't see rituals just as rituals. There's a very symbolic component to all this, according to me. Now, if it is according to text or not, I don't know, and I don't really get into that either. Now, I really think that when someone suffers from something, what are they offering? What are they offering to the internal fire? They are offering their ego, their malice, jealousy, pride, anger, hate. They're offering all those negative energies, negative habits, all those patterns that they don't need. Why? Because they want to ascend. And that is very painful. That is very, very fiery. A person has to completely become new before a new chapter or a new cycle begins in their life. Because if a person does not, let's say, reinvent themselves totally like a phoenix, then same lessons will come in different forms. We did talk about this in our video related to forgiveness. So she is the one who helps Lord Agni assimilate those offerings. What does that mean? She is the one who helps in understanding those offerings, where they were coming from, right? Where that ego, pride, malice, anger, jealousy was coming from, how they were manifesting in our life. Also giving us the power and the confidence to not repeat them again, witnessing us while doing all these things, and then making sure that those messages or our deepest desires, they reach the higher realms, that we ascend and we attain that oneness, because that is the entire point. All this money, achievements, best cars, best houses, all of that, that is okay, that is a valid wish, but that is not the final goal, right? That we attain oneness. This is what the function of guides is. They help you learn those lessons. They help you see where those lessons were coming from, what were the patterns which were giving rise to those lessons. They help you heal those patterns, then apply them into your life, that you don't repeat those patterns again. When you don't repeat those patterns and you've almost gotten rid of completely of those patterns, they will make sure that your allies from different realms, even in this realm, come. Different communities meet you, different people meet you, to take you closer to your purpose and also to your self-realization. That is the main point. If this is not happening, all of that, whatever we spoke, is just pointless. This should be the only goal. Everything else that happens in between is just a bonus. It's just for the love of the game, I think. I hope you're getting my point. Now, I've also given these warnings here, by the way. Please ground yourself. Please ground yourself when you talk about these things, when you meditate a lot, when you think that you are being contacted by your guides, when you are in any kind of psychic or intuitive profession. Ground yourself. Ground yourself. You need yang energy within yourself as well. It can induce very weird symptoms. Okay, maybe hallucinations as well, seeing things that are not there. So that grounding is very important. Fears, nightmares, all of that. So when you meditate and ground together. Now we come to how to connect to these guides. One is, of course, meditate on them, look at their photographs, have their photographs on your wallpapers if you want to connect to them, right? Read more about them. You have to know what kind of energy you are connecting to, because that energy will start coming into your life. This is your aura. Let's say if you're welcoming some guide into your life, this aura will be percolated with their energy. So it better be good. It better be good. Try to connect to ascended masters, or we've so many deities also, by the way. So there's a lot to choose from it, from your own culture even. Also chant as much as you want. If they have a particular mantra, if you know how to chant it, see if you need a particular guru to chant it, all of that, do that. And even if you don't want to chant, then maybe just looking at their picture and just saying their name over and over again, nothing else. It will help you connect with them. Journal, talk to them as if they were a friend. You'll start receiving the communication. Increase your communication. Share your things, share your happinesses, sadnesses, all of that with them. But all of this has to be from a very pure point of view, very pure intention. If you keep on saying, oh, this person hurt me and I want you to do this to them and that to them, don't do that. Okay, even if something that you want which is negative happens to the other person, it will come back tenfold to you only. You get my point? Even if that person, let's say, is evil in your eyes, don't do that, don't do that. And also these energies, they are not at your beck and call, especially when the intent is not pure. No. If someone uses means to harm others, it will all come back, let's say, hundreds or thousands of times. And not only in this life, but in other lives as well. So never ever do that. Never ever do that. Never do that. And I really believe that people who come here on my channel, and this is my intention, may everyone who join me here come with the purest of light, purest of heart, soft heart, who wants the best for themselves and for the world as well, who wants the best for animals, for Mother Nature, for everybody, whosoever is in this universe, even for the passed on loved ones, even for the things that are not seen, who wants the best for all, has the purest of intentions. May that tribe be attracted on this channel. I mean, coming back, I derailed quite a few times today, but never mind, it was a good derailment. When you get some kind of nudges, some kind of intuitions, dreams, constant messages, follow through. Follow through. When you don't follow through them, there's a high chance that you're sabotaging your growth as a spirit, maybe even your self-realization. Maybe you might need to take another 2 lifetimes if you don't follow, let's say, one thing that your guide asked you to, because this is the major lesson that you have to learn. But now when the time passes and you keep on denying it, the train will be gone. So let's say if a guide keeps on telling this person A to do something, to write a book, and this person keeps on procrastinating, doubting themselves, sabotaging themselves. Here they have financial resources, the time, the age in which they can do all this the best way possible, but they are still not doing it. And now as the time will pass, they'll get married, maybe they'll have kids. They might not have the kind of time that they do now, and that book will not come to the world. Maybe that book would have changed lives of millions. This person has sabotaged their purpose. If the purpose decides to change shape or form, then that purpose will happen in one way or another, but this person might have to come again to the world to write that book. So what is the point? You keep on going through all these cycles of births and deaths by denying the guides, by denying the intuition. Even if your intuition is painful, let's say if you are in a relationship and your guides keep on telling you that the person is a red flag, believe that. Believe that. If your guides say that this is the person that you're meant to be with and you keep on ignoring that, you need to work hard on your intuitive skills, and also you have to get rid of your self-sabotage and trauma and all of those things which are preventing you from taking the action. And at last, finally, if you don't listen to them, if you're not ready to build a connection, if you're not giving them something in return to actually witness your growth as a spirit, as a soul, they'll silence themselves. Everybody has self-respect. I think I've made myself a bit clear, and this is what my view of guides is. I'm not saying this is the right view. I'm not saying anything like that. And I'm also not saying that you will experience them just like this. Not at all. Your experiences might differ greatly from what I have. So trust your own instinct, trust your experiences. But at the same time, this is all I have, and I really hope it helped you.